Welcome to Library Connection. I'm Mandy Cantrell from the B.B. Comer Memorial Library here in Sylacauga. Before we get started, I want to thank TV47 for allowing us to put on our show, and for Chris, who does all the behind-the-scenes work to make it happen. So thank you very much. Today, I'm very excited. It's the Christmas season, and we're talking about the Christmas with Friends benefit concert. And joining me are Steve Lewis and Coach Earl Lewis. And Coach Lewis, you're the director of the Care House, right?
Yes, I am.
All right, and Steve, you're part of the Christmas concert. So
that's
great. Well, before we get started, just tell about yourselves. Most people know you, but just kind of tell about how long you've lived here, things like that.
I was born and raised in Sylacauga. I'm employed, hard to believe, but I've been employed by Home Depot for 11 years, and I'm college football official.
So you've just finished all that college football's still going on.
I'm
Yeah.
finished for this year, but yes,
wow.
I've done a lot of traveling this year for it, and it was a lot of fun.
That's interesting, yeah.
Well, I think everybody already knows more about me than they want to know, but I've been here in Sylacauga since I was 9 years old, and have worked in the city school system for a long time as a coach and some other things.
And you do so much more for our city, Coach Lewis, I know.
I appreciate you saying that.
A lot for that. Well, we're here to talk about the Christmas with Friends, a benefit concert, and this benefits the Care House, right?
That
and a
is
couple
correct.
of other places, too.
That is correct. It's Steve will tell you more about that, but they're going to perform in 3 different locations this year, as they did last year, and there'll be a charitable organization in each of the 3 communities that will benefit from it.
Well, Steve, you're going to sing in those, right?
That's right.
Tell us where and when the concerts are.
Tonight we're at the Wetumpka Civic Center. All the 3 concerts are at 6:30, but we'll be at the Wetumpka Civic Center tonight, and that benefits the Elmore County Food Pantry. We'll be at CAC in Elliott City Thursday night at 6:30. That benefits the Tallapoosa Aid to People. And then next Monday night, we'll be at the First Baptist Church. That benefits the Care House. And like I said, all 3 concerts will be at 6:30.
That's great. Now, I know you and I were talking before we went on camera that these are friends of yours, and y'all been friends a long time. The Fireball Singers and the Modulators. Just kind of explain those 2 groups.
Well, the core group, I guess you could say, we all were in the performing arts program at it was ACJC back then, it's CAC now, but and that's kind of how the connection came. There were, I think, 5 of us that were together there a long time ago. And some of the others participated in that after we were in it, and then there's a few that weren't in it at all that we just had connections with.
Just
we're from all over Sylacauga, Auburn, Elliott City, and everywhere in between. So.
Wow. So y'all have remained friends I hate to say all this time, but for several years. You have.
Well, that's many great things about music, but music has kept us all in contact with each other for all these years, from back in the mid-'80s, I guess. So.
Wow. How long have you been together as the Fireball Singers?
This will be our 3rd year. Scott Blake from Elliott City actually was approached to do a Christmas program 3 years ago, and we just did 1 show that year. We did 3 last year in the same 3 locations, and we're doing 3 again this year. So.
That's wonderful. And then you have a band that plays with you, right?
That's the Modulator Band, and the 2 names for these groups are kind of long stories, so won't go into all that unless you would like to. But,
I would love to hear about Fireball.
The Fireball Singers, a couple of our singers were having throat issues and went to the doctor, and the name's kind of a joke, but one of the doctors told them the best thing they could do for their throat was to drink Fireball before they sang. So obviously we don't do that while we're up there singing, but that's where the name came from. It's kind of a joke, but it stuck, so that's it. I'm not real sure where the Modulator came from, but it was somebody said it at practice one night, and it stuck. So that's what we call the band, and we're all 1 group. It's just two names for the same group.
Now I know y'all know really well the keyboard person for the Modulators, Robin.
That's correct.
Your sister,
Yep.
Always. She is so talented. I've heard her play at different events for a long time.
We've actually got two new. The bass player and the guitar player are new for this year. The 2 we had last year have had some health issues over the past year and couldn't do it this year. So we've got 2 young folks up there with us to help us feel younger.
Well, that is wonderful. I think those are neat stories of how you're right. Music does bring people together.
Definitely.
For a long time. For a long time. And let's see. There is also going to be a Christmas story told. Is that correct?
That is.
That's right. Wayne Cowhick from Ellick City. He's a retired Methodist minister.
Yes.
He does a fabulous job. He practiced it with us a couple of times when we were rehearsing, and I don't think there was a dry eye in the place. He really puts a lot of emotion into it and does a great job.
That is great. Well, I look forward to it. 6:30, and the one here in town is at First Baptist Church, and you'll take money, actually, I guess, or maybe donations,
Yeah,
so you can.
We before have said either money or canned goods, and
Right.
the canned goods are so much trouble for people to bring, plus we have to load them up and move them. So we haven't emphasized that this year. Of course, if somebody brings canned goods, we'll accept it, but we'll have a bucket or something somewhere to drop coins in or money or whatever. But I told you before the program started, Mandy, one thing, we want this to be a fundraiser, but actually what we're trying to do now is to pay the community back for all the help they give us 12 months a year. And if we benefit from it financially as well, and some people feel like we've done something to help the community, we'll feel like we've done our job the way we want to. So,
Well, that is a wonderful gift back to the community. You do so much with the Care House, I know.
And I want to emphasize, it's a community-wide event.
Right.
It's not limited to any one denomination or one group of people. Everybody in Sylacauga is welcome to come. If we have standing room only, that'd be wonderful.
That would be wonderful. I know. I didn't get to go last year, but I think another year I've been to some of the Care House concerts, and what a nice way to just be involved and get more Christmas spirit. Music really does it, I think, because y'all will sing a lot of Christmas songs.
That's all this program will be. We've talked about doing other things different times of the year, but this program will be all Christmas, and it's a mixture of church Christmas music and secular music. So it's a good mixture of stuff. A lot of fun.
Wow. Well, that sounds like a fun time. That is.
And Mandy, let me add to that. I can say this, Steve might not want to, but this is a very, very talented group. It's not your average little small town group of people got together to sing. They're all well trained, and they do a great job. And I think people, if they'll come see them and hear them, they'll be very impressed, I think.
I'm sure they will. I know y'all sound great. It's wonderful. Well, we're going to pause for a commercial break, and we'll be right back and talk some more with Steve and Earl Lewis.
Adult Activity Center offers the senior citizens in the Sylacauga and surrounding areas lots of fantastic activities throughout the week. Sewing, ladies bridge, quilting, game-o-rama, ceramic classes, bingo, travel club, and lots more. It's all at the Maxie Veazey Senior Adult Activity Center located next to the J. Craig Smith Community Center in Sylacauga. Don't spend any more time alone. Get out, make new friends, and have fun.
Coosa Valley Medical Center, one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama, is also Sylacauga's largest employer. Services from the emergency room to surgery to cancer treatment to post-stroke care. You won't believe what's right in your backyard. It's Coosa Valley Medical Center in Sylacauga. So, if you're sick in Alabama, choose one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama. That is Coosa Valley Medical Center.
The all-new Marble City Pharmacy in Sylacauga is your destination for the highest quality health care. Our remodeled and expanded pharmacy gives us the space to serve more patients. We've added a drive-through window for those times when you don't feel like getting out of your vehicle. And we still offer delivery within city limits. We feature a full line of over-the-counter medications and supplements. And don't forget our stunning new gift department. New building, same great people. Marble City Pharmacy, here for life.
Welcome back to Library Connection. I'm talking with Steve Lewis, who is a member of the Fireball Singers that will be singing a benefit concert for the Care House here on the 18th, and a couple of other concerts, one in Wetumpka, one in Ellick City. And talking with Coach Earl Lewis, who's director of the Care House. Most people probably know what the Care House is, but there may be some people who don't. Tell us about the Care House.
Well, it's a nonprofit charitable organization that was established in Sylacauga in 1986, a long time ago. And our primary two purposes are to give away food and clothing to needy people. We branch out a little bit every once in a while, do a little something else, but the food actually is the main emphasis, and clothes is secondary, and then some of the other things. One of the questions you told me to answer was to our hours of operation.
Yes.
And they're a little bit up in the air right now because we made a big change when COVID hit 3 years ago. And since then, we've been operating on a limited basis. So we've been open Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 9 to 12. Okay. But we're planning after the first of the year, sometime probably around the 1st of February, to expand those hours again a little bit. And we'll try to do a good job of announcing that. But this week, we're giving out Christmas baskets. We started that last week, and we're open from 9:30 to 12 every day, and we're giving out 25 Christmas baskets a day. Oh, wow. And after that, if you miss the first 25, you come back the next day. But we've got 5 more days of that, 4 this week, and then the following Monday, and we've already done that for 5 days. We've given out about 150 baskets so far, and we'll give out about 150 more during these 5 days. And we're not requiring any kind of registration now. We used to, and we're not right now. The clients have to have a photo ID and prove that they live in the Sylacauga area. And that's all. And like I say, this today and through Thursday of this week, and then the following Monday we'll be doing that. So anybody that has missed it is welcome to come. Right. One time a year, though. The one
yes, I understand.
Cannot repeat.
Now, you don't have any paid staff, do you? It's all
volunteers. We've got a couple of part-time people that get paid very low wages. You could make more peddling out here on the street somewhere than you can make. None of us work there because of the pay. I put it that way.
Because it is such a service, service to our community. But you have a lot of people that help, don't you? Volunteers?
Most of our workers are volunteers. There's only 2 or 3 of us that are part-time, sometime, and so forth.
Gosh. And, well, how could somebody sign up to help, or how can we help?
Yeah, the easiest way to do that, Mandy, would just be contact us by phone or come by there someday during. It's a little bit hard to explain because sometimes we have more help than we need, unbelievably, and then sometimes we don't have enough. And if somebody wants to help there, if they'll let me or Karen Brewer, who's our new staff member, she was at First Baptist Church for many years, probably more than she wants me to tell. But she's there, and contact either Karen or myself, or Robin, my daughter, works part-time with us too. She does some of the social media stuff to keep the news out about what we do.
So we can follow you on Facebook maybe, or do you do, I should have thought you do Facebook.
I don't do Facebook myself, but I think Robin's got a page that for the Care House, yes.
Wow. Now, like I work, so it'd be hard for me to come volunteer my time, but giving, and I know at our church we have a Care House box where you bring canned goods or different things, and we try to do that once a month. What kind of things are you in need of, and how can we get them to you?
Well, the best way to do that is to contact us and let us know that you'd like to do something, and we'll work it out. But we always need canned goods. We always need any non-perishable food items, and that's an ongoing process, day to day, almost 365 a year. So we need that, and that's pretty well. And I've already talked about the volunteer situation. Just let us know.
I think our church, maybe each church around here, maybe will provide volunteers or try to if they can.
We've got 20 some odd churches that support us in one way or another, either with volunteers or with canned goods or money or all three. And we're going back to a schedule after the first of the year where, for example, your church, First Baptist, will have a week sometime early in the year, and then another week later in the year that they'll furnish volunteers, and all of our group will do that. And so much of that is up in there right now because we're trying to do some replanting and get back to our old way, and we'll try to do a good job of publicizing that. But
You will. COVID changed a lot of things, didn't it? We're still trying,
Yes.
to get back,
we haven't completely recovered from it at the care house.
to get back
In
to some
fact,
kind
one of our
normal,
longtime great volunteers, Bill Scott,
Yeah.
called me, or I called him actually last night, found out he's got COVID now. He was coming to help us with a project today, and so he's confined for 5 days at least. Said he wasn't sick, but he had tested positive, so,
I'm glad he's not sick.
yeah. Hope he doesn't get sick.
Well, I hope not. Well, that is great. I know y'all have just provided so much help to people in our area since 1986. Or,
1986.
gosh, that is amazing. I know you
Now,
have a lot of people.
I
come-
haven't been there that long. I've been there a long time, but I haven't been there that long. I was still in the school
Right.
system at that time.
Well, that is
A
great.
guy named, just an aside to that, a guy named Rutledge Landers, who was the pastor
Okay.
at Wesley Chapel Methodist, is the one that had the original idea and got the care house started.
Okay. All right. So, because it's not owned by one church or anything, is it like
26 or 27 different churches have or are being involved.
And
and
it is,
all-
it's, go ahead,
All
I'm
of them have equal opportunity to help or advise us or whatever they want to do. We do have a board of directors of
Oh, okay.
about 5
yeah.
people. Yeah.
And I think it's nice when, because a lot of people come to a church and need some help. Maybe we can help them, but we can funnel them to you, and you can get them food and clothes and things like that. Do
Right.
y'all still do clothes also?
Oh, yeah, we do a lot of clothes. In fact, we have too many clothes.
Okay.
Everybody's got too many at home in their closet, everybody I know.
Yeah.
And they bring them to us, and we literally don't have room for all the clothes we have there. We've got them
bet.
crammed in.
I
So.
bet. Well, I know canned goods are wonderful, but I think a donation of money, because can you take the money and buy canned goods at maybe a cheaper price or things
We
like
can a
that?
little bit of a discount, but anybody that asks me that question, I say we cannot do without either one. We
That's
can't
true.
operate without money, we can't operate without food. So
That's true.
any way that anybody wants, because we have to pay the phone bill and the light bill and all that stuff at the
That's
care house,
true.
just like you do at home. And so if we don't have money, we turn the lights off.
That is so true. So at the concert, it's either a gift of money or canned goods, but the money is easier to carry back, I think. Well, that's good. That's wonderful. Well, we're going to pause for another commercial break, and we'll be right back.
There's a lot in life to smile about. Are loose dentures or missing teeth keeping you from enjoying the things you love? Don't miss out on enjoying life's precious moments. You can be you again with affordable mini dental implants. You can smile again, laugh out loud, and have your self-confidence back. Let us help you make it memorable.
I'm Dr. Rick Redmond. Call me today for a free consultation and give me the opportunity to change your life.
Great. What am I going to do now?
Time to visit Brown's Auto Collision.
No problem at all. We've contacted your insurance company and we can get you back in the original condition right away. And I just want to remind you that all of our work is covered by a lifetime warranty. We're done.
Wow, that was easy and looks great.
Brown's Auto Collision.
Where quality is no accident.
The all-new Marble City Pharmacy in Sylacauga is your destination for the highest quality health care. Our remodeled and expanded pharmacy gives us the space to serve more patients. We've added a drive-through window for those times when you don't feel like getting out of your vehicle. And we still offer delivery within city limits. We feature a full line of over-the-counter medications and supplements. And don't forget our stunning new gift department. New building, same great people. Marble City Pharmacy, here for life.
Welcome back to Library Connection. I'm talking with Steve Lewis and Coach Earl Lewis. He's the director of the Care House here, about 3 concerts coming up. And Steve, I'll ask you just to tell about the time and the place of those concerts again.
Okay, like I said earlier, tonight we'll be at the Wetumpka Civic Center at 6:30. Thursday night we'll be at CAC in Ellick City at 6:30, and then next Monday night at the First Baptist Church here at 6:30.
Okay. And I will tell the dates because this will run all week. The one we Wetumpka is the 11th. The one in Ellick City is the 14th. And the one here in Sylacauga is the 18th.
Yep.
And the group, the Fireball Singers and the Modulators are the band. Well, I am really excited. I know it's Christmas music.
Yep.
Any favorites of ours, you think?
We pretty much do all the old standards, White Christmas, Blue Christmas, Rocking Around the Christmas Tree, a lot of the really pretty ones too. There's one Carrie Underwood song, I think it's called Hallelujah, that Jennifer sings, and it's probably my favorite one of the whole show. It's,
Well,
it's
I'm
beautiful.
I like the one that Alicia does.
She does the Carpenters, Merry Christmas Darling, I think's the name of that one.
Yes.
The Carpenters, Karen Carpenter sang it. Yeah, it's beautiful.
I bet she has a beautiful low voice.
Oh, she
like
does.
Karen Carpenter.
Alicia's
I love
great.
that.
All the girls are just outstanding. It's really good.
And all the guys too. Well, I will ask, and I didn't tell you I was going to ask you this, but how do y'all get together to practice?
Well,
You do some on your
obviously
own,
with
I'm
that
sure.
many people,
Yeah.
you know, lots of practices. We didn't have everybody there, but there have been some that we had everybody. But we usually practice actually in Scott Blake's office in Ellick City. He's got a kind of a, I think one of the pictures I sent you, it shows us practicing maybe, but I didn't send them till this morning. But anyway,
I'm sorry I didn't see
it's he's got like a big foyer, I guess you could call it, in his office. It separates the two sides, and we practice in there most nights. Set up the bass, drums, guitar, keyboard, and we just spread out throughout the room and practice. So
That's a large group when y'all all get together.
oh yeah, it is. And like I said, we've done some practices with everybody.
Sure, yeah.
We did a pretty much full run through it last night in Wetumpka when we set up down there. So trying to get ready for it.
Well, y'all are all working adults and families. It's hard to find time to do that, but we appreciate the effort y'all put in.
Well, we love it, and it's a great time with friends, and we love music. So
Y'all been practicing since October, right?
yeah, off and on, just a day or two a week, and so so
And I know
hopefully
you
we're ready.
said you added a few, took away a few, but we'll hear a lot of our favorites.
Yeah, we're never going with a Christmas program. You can't start cutting all the favorite songs that everybody's had their whole lives. So
That's true.
we changed a couple of arrangements of some of them and that kind of thing. But we added a couple songs and cut. There was one medley that we didn't really care for, so we cut it. But for the most part, it's the same. Maybe a few different arrangements and that kind of thing.
Wow. Well, I am very excited. And since you told me the Christmas story by Wayne Cowhick, you said he's from Ellick City.
City.
Is that correct?
He's great. That's one of the best parts of the show. It's he does a fabulous job, and then Mary Did You Know will be right after he tells the story.
Oh my goodness, I'm glad you told me. That's one of my favorite songs. I'm really excited about this. And y'all are so nice to give up your time. Y'all are just volunteering to do this.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about just having a good time and spreading Christmas cheer and raising as much money for the charities as possible. Last year, we raised a little over $6,500 for the 3 charities. Hopefully, we can do more this year. But it's nice to be able to help 3 charities like that.
Yes, because I know so many of us are so blessed. And everyone is not. Everyone is not, so it's nice to be able to help them. And the Care House does a great job of that. I know you sure could use that money to buy a lot more food.
Oh yeah, we can always use money.
That's true, that's true. Well, gosh, I'm excited. Now, if somebody wanted to volunteer, you said the best way is just to call
just contact us. Our phone number there at the Care House is 256-249-8289. And we're not there every minute, but we'll, if somebody really wants to contact us, they'll find us at that phone number. Usually in the morning hours. We usually close at 12.
Right. What are your greatest needs? And maybe is it food or any particular kind of food?
Just any variety of non-perishable food items. We use a lot of dried beans and dried rice, that sort of thing, but we use all kinds of canned vegetables, and now we buy most of our meat, and we're doing it through Piggly Wiggly at the present time. They've been real good to us. The market manager out there has really, in fact, somebody's doing it for me this morning while I'm here, but we're picking up a load of chickens that we're giving away with our food baskets as we sit here and record this.
Okay, well, good. It's nice to have helpers, isn't
Oh,
it?
it is. A good friend of mine, Joe Harris, and his wife, Willie.
Yes.
And they're very civic-minded anyway, and they're doing the heavy work for me this morning.
They are wonderful and very civic-minded.
Yeah.
What is the process if someone needs help? They come to you or they call? Do they have to fill out
Really,
paperwork?
if they come during the open hours, which are basically still going to be 9 to 12, 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday, and to just show up there with their identification and so forth. But they can call ahead and get information if they'd like to.
Okay. Now, I know you're doing a more special event during Christmas. I mean, with the giving away the turkey chickens.
We call them Christmas baskets.
Yeah.
Actually, they're in paper bags, but we call it Christmas baskets. But they've got a great variety of food, everything from soup to dried beans to chicken. We're using chicken leg quarters this year.
Oh, okay.
And each person gets 10 pounds of those.
Oh, my goodness.
So it's really, we've done turkey and hens and so forth, and they've gotten so expensive, and we're able to get more meat for less money by using chicken. So the market manager over at Piggly Wiggly suggested this to me, and it's working real well. Seems to be well received to do that.
Well, you didn't ask, but in my opinion, doing it a little bit for several days is a lot better than trying to do it all in one day like y'all used to do it.
Oh yeah, it used to.
That was a lot of work.
Fun, and it was good, but it was an ordeal, just to be frank. And we did it all. Actually, 2 days we moved canned goods to the Presbyterian Church, gave them out the next day, and it was a very intense situation. And by spreading it over 10 days, it's a whole lot easier to handle.
Well, we appreciate all you do with the Care House and everything else for our community. And Steve, you also, I mean, I've heard you sing in different groups. You have a beautiful voice. And Robin, I think everybody knows what an excellent pianist she is. I look forward to that.
And
so
they've got 9 more very talented singers in this group. 7 more, excuse me, 7 more, and 5 instrumentalists that are all good, very good.
Well, I just look forward to the concert. And one more time, I'll just run through the dates and everything. There's no fee, no admission fee.
Nope.
This is one of your fundraisers, but it also is a gift back to the community. That's great. December 11th in Wetumpka to benefit Elmore County Food Pantry. December 14th in Ellick City at the campus to benefit Tallapoosa Aid to People. And then at Sylacauga First Baptist Church to benefit the Care House on the 18th, and those performances are all at 6:30. So I look forward to seeing you guys there, and I hope you will join us at the library and at the Christmas with Friends concert. Thank you.